in regards to fitness and what you do, you often tell me, well, you're sitting wrong, you're doing this thing wrong. It's an occupational thing. It happens to a lot of people.
As I sit here poorly, so I mean, I preach a lot, but yeah.
What advice can you give to not mess ourselves up as bad as we do?
Well, there's a
person that sword fought.
Person that has a busted lip from getting busted in the face with a sword. Hey, what do you know about self-preservation? Apparently not enough. No,
always the helmet.
Always the helmet. That's what I know. I learned a lesson from a negative experience. I did not win this fight, and now I know better for the next time. That
you didn't have to go run and huddle with a fleet of therapy dogs.
No, I did not need a pillow or a blanket or a safe place to go and hug and cuddle. I spit the blood out, giggled, and was like, "Let's go again, dude. Yeah. Let's do this." And he was like,
"Next time, I duck."
He's like, "No, not without a helmet. I'll never fight you again without a helm." Like, I'm okay. I'm okay with that rule. Okay, so like sitting. Sitting is an important thing. Let's actually get to the question you asked.
Yeah.
Sitting is very important. You have your ischial tuberosities. It's your sit bones.
See, there's a science.
I know. The little bony prominences on either side of your ass. All right, not the one in the middle. That's your coccyx. That's your tailbone. Your ischial tuberosities. You should have your weight properly balanced on them, which forces you to sit all the way up, which is why I had to move the microphone here because I'm way down here leaning back. Our legs crossed.
We were in comfort country.
So sitting up correctly, especially if you're at the computer, making sure you stop moving, move your hands around and stretch and stuff like that. But one of the biggest things that gets people that we really don't think about is how we sleep. When you sleep on your back, you really need a pillow underneath your knees because otherwise the small of your back, that coccyx is curved like this.
Yeah.
When you sleep on your back, even if you don't have much of an ass, that is pushing this from its resting position up.
Yeah.
So that turns the coccyx, and that's going to cause issues with the SI joints and nerve pains and all that good stuff. If you're laying on your stomach, you want it under your ankles. For the same reason, because when your feet, are bent forward as they are usually, that's going to cause tension in the whole front of your legs up into the psoas, again causing issues with the SI joints. If you sleep on your side, which you really shouldn't, but I do all the time, so let's at least try to fix it. Pillow between the knees. You don't want anything crazy or anything. You don't need like a yoga ball or anything like that for these pillows. But you want the pillow to be as wide as your knees would be when you're standing or sitting. So you should have this much gap after the pillow is compressed. You should have your knees equal so that they're even with your hips. Now, if you're laying on your side, you also really want a pillow to hold in front of you. And something even behind you. I learned this a lot while pregnant. I've done a lot of sleeping with a million pillows in every position there.
Yeah.
But hugging something in front of you and having that support keeps you from kind of teetering front or back, which rotates the shoulder, which screws up the neck, and it goes down the spine and down into the hips, et cetera, et cetera. If you're sleeping with your knee on top of your knee like that, you're elongating the IT band. Sleeping is one of the worst things that we do to ourselves because it's the end of the day. We don't care anymore. We've been trying to do better. People that are eating right and working out and doing all these things, trying to take care of themselves and be better about it. That one small aspect of it, right, can be totally huge. It's huge, I tell you. That you make sure that you're properly aligned at all points, whether you're sitting at a desk or standing up or laying down, whatever position you're in, is being mindful of where your body is.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I spent most of the podcast sitting here, cross-legged, leaning over and all of that.
Yeah.
That's terrible for you. I don't sit properly all the time, but I do notice a difference when I do. So, like working Ren Fair and having to wear a corset, oh my God, do I sit the right way? I'm like, you can't slump at all. You're like, tits out to the world. It's fantastic. But you cannot have bad posture in a corset. they're not great for you. So please don't go out and think that I'm endorsing wearing corsets all day, every day. But
everyone to the scoliosis brace.
Yes. Oh my God. So you have to be mindful on what you're doing on a constant basis. And that's something that's, I guess, kind of too much for so many people. We don't even want to think about what we're eating, let alone how we're sitting.
Yeah.
The smallest things on how you drive. When I'm working on people's forearms, I can tell you, for the most part, how you hold the steering wheel. Whether you've got one arm cocked up this way and you got this one over on the armrest or vice versa, or while you're shifting gears, whatever is going on, I can generally tell because of how the muscles are aching and where they're hurting, exactly how it is you drive or how you sit. People that sit with their foot pulled up underneath their ass, that one always seems to like baffle people when you sit on your foot, don't you? Because they'll have one SI joint completely screwed up and they'll have a shin and an ankle and an IT band on the other side that are completely messed up. It's just a matter of connecting the dots there of, well, this hurts, that hurts, and that hurts. Obviously, you threw this out of place. So you put that one foot underneath that one hip bone on. Now, instead of your hip bone sitting like this, it's like this.
Yeah.
So everything from your spine up is now trying to curve and wiggle its way so that it's still upright. And then on the other side, that other leg is also elongated, stretched, and then compressed in other places. So taking care of your body, it's not just about working out. It's not just about eating right. It's not just about drinking water. It's about actually being mindful of your entire being, your entire human little meat sack that we've got going on here. Yeah. Now that we both kind of sat up a little bit more, like, damn it.
Well, I know it can wear on you because when I do some of these shows, I don't like the selection of chairs is very important to me. Yeah. At Kyle's, if you look at those old episodes, I'm sitting in a metal chair because I don't like to slouch. I don't like to lay back whenever I'm doing much of anything. My chair or my seat in my truck's very upright. Right. I don't like that weird balance.
And see, I'm the person that's preaching all the time to people about how they should be sitting, standing, and all of that stuff. And I puddle on the floor like, pudding got spilled. I'm just like, whatever, because I'm comfy now and I'm not sitting upright and I'm not doing all the things to make sure that everybody is okay.
Yeah.
This is my worst thing. I always cross my legs. I've gotten to the point where I've even started crossing my legs in the passenger side of the car, not driving, obviously. I mean, that's talent. Use my left foot to drive, I guess. And I'm working on ambidextrous, feet. But I've gotten to where I sit like this even in the passenger seat of the car, and I hate it. Or worse, I'll tuck my hand in.
Oh, you tuck.
I tuck.
You tuck.
With the cross thing going on, and that's just screwing up everything. That's just, I know. I get out of the car, and I'm like,
1400s France, you tuck.
Oh, why am I in so much pain?
You tuck and then you pterodactyl.
I do.
It's horrible.
I do. Well, it's not T-Rex. My arms are too long, so.